Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be taking a look at the announcement trailer for ISUM number 2, which is set to be dropping the pre-order for it on June 12th, as you can see here. We'll go through it, watch it together, and then I will talk about the haters, as well as some old haters, new haters we'll be talking about in this video here. We'll just go ahead and take a look at it. Let's get right into it.
So much discussion, so much hype, so much controversy. It's safe to say that
Controversy indeed. Well, not really controversy, more like hate.
ISUM 1 was a success. With over
Hate for a YouTuber that people don't like because of their political opinions being more successful than them.
60,000 books sold and wonderful reviews from our great customers.
Yes, reviews from people on YouTube like myself who made reviews about ISUM number 1. 60,000 books for all the people who are always saying, well, he doesn't show the numbers, even though he's shown the numbers previously in a video, because Eric July is the most transparent person when it comes to his comic book company and sales.
I'm just glad you all were satisfied with your purchase. So many people tried to ignore this as if it wasn't one of, if not the biggest story in independent comics.
Yes, it absolutely was the biggest story in independent comics, considering it was, besides the artists and stuff, it's a YouTuber who essentially opened his own comic book company and raised $3.7 million, probably the biggest independent crowdfund for a new comic book ever in existence.
But whether or not they acknowledge this, it's still
CBR was one of those people that didn't acknowledge it because they didn't like Eric's personal politics.
Undeniable. The company is much bigger than what it was when we first started. We now have a team full of absolute rock stars, and this couldn't be done without them. But of course, everybody wants to know about the follow-up. Some say we were just lucky. It's a one-hit wonder. Then there's others that think we can actually do even greater numbers. So everybody from our supporters to the not so much will be
the haters and detractors. He's always got a little love for his haters and detractors, as you should.
Watching this campaign like hawks. Look, we're not expecting to make $3.7 million every campaign. That is an unrealistic expectation. But if we make just even a sixth of that, it's still a huge success, and we'll be able to reinvest. What truly matters is that those of you that purchase the product are happy with it. We have an entire...
I was definitely happy with it, and I made a review for the book. I really enjoyed it.
Universe to build for you, and I'm just thankful for this fandom. Your passion is inspiring. Our customer base ranged from old school comic book lifers to others that made ISUM number 1 the first comic book purchase ever. And now ISUM 2 is on the horizon. And I have a feeling it's gonna get you all talking again.
Both the haters and the fans talking again. Alright, that was the announcement trailer for ISUM 1. Of course, you got your usual people who want to simply grasp at straws because they really have nothing else that anyone else hasn't already said about the book. You know, you've got ASE presents Riley. He is hiding so many cuts in this 2-minute video. Jeez. It's like, dude, you're just simply grasping at straws, looking like a whole ass weirdo in your picture here. I don't know who all can tell, but none of these edits back and forth are motivated. They are all to hide his inability to cut a promo or perform his script. Lol. I won't nitpick the Adobe effects. Okay, so why are you making this tweet? But it's impressive how low effort the launch trailer is. Not a single asset until the end. And it's simply an announcement trailer. It's an announcement trailer, my dude. You're simply grasping at straws like a goddamn weirdo. And he also has this to say.
You wanna...
I smoked some crack rocks and decided to answer all of your burning comic book culture war concerns, guys.
You wanna know why indie comic books are not a fucking alternative to the mainstream comic industry? Because people want to read comics. They don't want to have read one comic you made 3 years ago!
The comic came out last year, dipshit. What are you talking about? Also, as you can notice that you're fat. Okay? I don't know if you've noticed by looking in the mirror, but you're fat. And as Eric always says, it tends to be that all of Eric's detractors always seem to be fat. And it just continues to be a pattern where his detractors are fat. So, we also have the usual suspects of Actual Fandom, Turf Nation, Organized Chaos, and Eric. If you love him or you hate him, mostly you hate him because it only makes sense that way. But got these people still griping over the fact that he made fun of Bob from Organized Chaos about him not being able to take care of his kids. Still griping over this debate that they had. And it's so funny to see that they're still talking about it to this day. Let's go ahead and listen to the clip and react to it.
Raising your goddamn kids. Raising your goddamn kids. You're not raising your kids. Or shit.
So on the screen it says his father fell out of the picture. No father around. He lost contact with his father. So you're assuming that already he's having some kind of trauma because his father is not there. That's very racist.
All children deserve it. You ain't even raising your kids, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I'm torn watching this. Like, half of me wants to just laugh my ass off, and half of me being so much.
There's really nothing for you to laugh at. You've been seeing no success talking shit about Eric the entire time that you've been talking about him. I'm having more success making fun of you than you are making fun of him, because he knows how to monetize stupid like you. Stupid people like you. He knows how to monetize the stupid, is what I meant to say. And you'll consistently try to grip an ankle bite at Eric July. I can openly admit I love making videos, making fun of you. And I also talk about other things like pop culture stuff with movies, TV shows, and games. But I can at least admit I make a lot of videos. Why? Because my audience seems to reciprocate the views. They seem to reciprocate views back to my videos, and I'm going to make videos for my audience that they want to see. So I continue to make videos making fun of Eric July's haters. And for all the people out there that are always leaving comments on my videos talking about these weirdo gay fantasies that they want to have with Eric July, I will always say this, and you'll hear me say it on record. Why is it always when someone wants to make negative content on a content creator, it's always praised like it's some new great thing? But when you make videos doing positive content about a content creator you respect and you like his material, it's always some weirdo in the comment trying to push on some gay fantasy that they have of him, that you want to do some gay thing to him. It's very weird, and y'all need help. Y'all need to seek help.
Someone who's like focused a lot on trauma in therapy and recovery, and worked through a lot of shit myself, like, wants to fucking cry for this guy.
You should probably be crying yourself in the corner because you're so full of soy, like a whole ass pussy that you are.
Like, no shit. It's like I'm trying to hold that empathy back because he's got none for anybody. So.
Oh, he's got a lot of empathy. He's got empathy for people who actually deserve empathy. You are not one of those people. You are absolutely not one of those people.
And then Ed found where he's apparently said this similar shit about this, like in other contexts, and it's just clear that he's basically just working out his problems against people on the internet, trans people, for one.
He is not working out his problems towards trans people. He has people who are trans in his audience. But they're not easily offended like you pussies are. Because y'all are so full of fucking soy that everything offends you. Because you're so built up full of estrogen. There's like no testosterone in your fucking body that you get easily offended by anything this man says. What he's referring to always is people who are trans and other weirdo made up genders that they like to make up, going after children. And if you're not against that type of thing, I have no empathy or sympathy for you at all. None. I have zero sympathy for people who want to harm children or harm the elderly. Zero. You have zero empathy or sympathy for you. you can go fuck yourself.
Thing. He's been doing that a lot lately. He's, you know, so now every time I see this guy going off on somebody, I'm gonna picture that he sees his dad. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of just
Very racist of you, Dane, by the way.
working out these issues in the most unhealthy public way possible, and he's fucking unfortunately making money doing it.
Yes, he's making money, making fun of you, and making a passion project that he wants to talk about, which is mostly what he talks about now on his YouTube channel. He talks probably more about Rippaverse than Marvel anything, because that's just something he actually wants to talk about now. He's tired of talking about garbage. He wants to talk about his own stuff.
You know, but yeah, I don't. But yeah, I don't think it's really making fun. As simple as that. But yeah, there's a little bit of enjoyment. Sure. Cosmic.
The only one that people that are getting enjoyment out of anything is Eric July himself, making money off the stupid people like you, and people like me who make fun of stupid people like you, and my audience gets to watch and listen and laugh at stupid people like you.
You know, karmic justice, I suppose. I am not saying fucking feel bad for Eric July, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I don't have any, like, I'm using this opportunity, one, to, you know, kind of poke a hole in this mystique he's created for himself, where he's some big badass, you know, because that's what I've tried.
He's literally some big badass. You know nothing about Eric July, so of course you wouldn't think that.
Tried to do in the comic book sense all this time is like show no, he actually doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
He absolutely does know what the fuck he's talking about. Multiverses are fucking lazy. I guarantee he has more short and long boxes of comic books than you do. I guarantee he has better knowledge of comics than you do. So I don't want to be in here none of that bullshit. You have no leg to stand on, considering you think you're some sort of white savior for Eric July, when he's like always going to be more successful than you, always going to have more money than you'll ever see in your entire life, because you are such a worthless piece of shit.
And now in this regard, the whole just the persona is just deflated, but also
And you easily bend to your audience because you say certain things, because you're a total fucking pussy.
using the opportunity to talk about trauma, which I do all the time. So, you know, it's what I do.
Just like you had that one live stream dedicated as titled as the death of Miss Marvel, and what are you doing? What are you doing in the live stream? You're talking about Eric July.
Whatever. But no, I will remind people of my analogy when someone has asked me before, should you be empathetic of Nazis or whatever? No.
Oh, so Eric July's a Nazi now. Yes, coming from the guy who's openly fucking racist, has called Eric July a chunky monkey, agreed with calling Eric July a chunky monkey, agreed with people calling Eric July a bunch of racial slurs that I will not repeat. Somehow now you're just using the word Nazi as an example of saying someone I disagree with, someone I don't like, so they're a Nazi. They're the bad guy from WW2.
I mean, yes, you should have empathy. There's a difference. Like, you can have an empathy for someone and also practice, you know, what's best for the greater good, right?
Even your tone of voice puts me to sleep because you're so boring.
Like Old Yeller is the analogy I use. Old Yeller was a beloved dog, but, you know, he was a rabid dog. He had to get put down. They felt bad about it. They loved Old Yeller. They cried, but they did the thing anyway. So
that's a terrible analogy, by the way. And like I said, your monotone voice is so boring. That's pretty much why no one watches you. You sound very boring. And you sound like you're bored with what you're actually talking about. There's no passion in anything you talk about. You just sound fucking bored. And these are the people that Eric July has to deal with on a daily basis. Always hating on him for no reason. Just for him doing anything. Literally grasping at straws and biting at ankles at every step of the way through all of his endeavors. But these are the people we get to essentially point and laugh at. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. Comment below what you feel about all this, and do not, of course, interact with anybody that are shown in this video. Click the bell for notifications, set the bell to all, that way you get notifications anytime I post a new video, and I will see you all on the next one. Peace.